And we'd like to welcome you to Minor League Baseball, the show. It is our second game of our three-game set between the visiting Springfield Cardinals and your San Antonio Missions. This 9-game homestand continues with Springfield and Arkansas. The Missions take the win against the Tulsa Drillers the other day. Series continues tonight with the third and final game with Springfield. Tomorrow is the visit of the Arkansas Travelers. We have 3 games set before our 9-game road stand with Tulsa, Springfield, and the Arkansas Travs. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions all season long with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball. You can download that on any smartphone. And now, let's get ready for your scorecards. We got them for you. First, for the visiting Springfield Cardinals. Leading off and playing in left field, Rolando Turner. Turner at left. Fernando Sierra will be the second one batting for Springfield. Sierra at center. Luke Voigt will be the first baseman. He'll bat third for Springfield. Voigt at first. Levi Hensley will be the right fielder for Springfield. Hensley at right. Batting fifth and second baseman Bill Boles. Boles as second. Stephen Beckett will be the cleanup hitter for Springfield. Beckett in cleanup. Steve Barron will be the Springfield catcher. Barron catching. Shortstop Alex Mejia will be batting eighth for the Springfield Cardinals today. Mejia a short. Paul Gray will bat ninth as he rounds out the batting order for Springfield. Gray, today's on-the-mound pitcher, and also round out the batting order. And now here's the starting lineup for your San Antonio Missions. Leading off and playing in center field, Colby Trojanowski. Trojanowski as center. Richard Yeager will be the right fielder for San Antonio. Yeager at right. Dendry Gonzalez will be the third baseman. He'll bat third for San Antonio. Gonzalez at third. Tom Fritz will be the fourth batting for San Antonio. Fritz at first. Sergio Casto will be the left fielder for San Antonio. Casto at left. Jack Egan will be the shortstop. He'll bat sixth for San Antonio. Egan as short. Gerardo Aponte will be the second baseman. He'll bat seventh for the Mission lineup. Aponte a second. Luis Torrens will be the eighth and batting for San Antonio. Torrens catching. And batting ninth, rounding out the batting order for San Antonio, Ryan Zepeda. Zepeda batting ninth. And on the mound for San Antonio, Ryan Zepeda. Zepeda on the mound pitcher. And there's your starting lineups.
time for baseball on MLB Network. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Springfield Cardinals and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Ryan Zepeda, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
At the plate, Rolando Turner. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Left fielder, Rolando Turner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Digging in, Fernando Sierra, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead 0-1. And it will be a scorcher this afternoon. Already 102 at game time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
First baseman, Luke Voigt.
Striding in, Luke Voigt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trojanowski shading to his right, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Number 17 will be on the mound for the away team in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So stepping in, Colby Trojanowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Colby Trojanowski.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Mejia takes it in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us a little bit more about this lineup.
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Stepping up now, Richard Yeager. First pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big hit.
Into the box, DeAndre Gonzalez pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hensley coasts under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
Settling in now, Tom Fritz. He's set. Here it comes. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Yeager rounds the corner and is headed home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, with 2 away, the man on first, he was moving on contact, and he got a great jump and comes all the way around to score on that double. Always nice to snag the early lead, and they've done it here.
Stepping in now, Sergio Casto grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0. Leading off the inning, Levi Hensley, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
In now, Bill Bowles, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Hensley gets his lead at first, nobody out. There's a fastball that just misses, ball one.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Now a throw over, back in standing. The 1-2. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. If you were to describe right field in one word, I think it would be cannon. And that's what this guy brings to the table. An absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
Digging in now, Stephen Beckett. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. The 0-1 delivery. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Runners on first with one down. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are two down.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Into the box now, number 61. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit down the line at first. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Missions lead it 1-0. So striding in, Jack Egan.
Leading off for the misses, the shortstop, Jack Egan.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates a pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a running game.
A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting eighth, catcher, Luis Torres.
Coming to the plate now, Luis Torres. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hard hit ball to short. Throw on to first, a 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll go now to the top of the third. San Antonio's out in front, 1-0. Stepping in, Alex Mejia.
Leading off for the Cardinals, shortstop.
Now the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. Casto moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Paul Gray.
So here now is the pitcher, Paul Gray.
Nope.
Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air out to center field. Egan over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Rolando Turner.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Rolando Turner. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Heading out towards shallow right. Yeager is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ryan Zepeda. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Zepeda.
Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff base hit from the pitcher's spot will turn the lineup over to start the inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Into the box, Colby Trojanowski. Fastball right back to the mound. The second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, right fielder, Richard Yeager.
Striding in once again, Richard Yeager. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. Liner toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
DeAndre Gonzalez.
Stepping in now, DeAndre Gonzalez.
And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field.
Sierra is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Fernando Sierra. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Now the 1-0 misses. Ball 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Grounder down the line at third. Played on the backhand. To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. And this is on the ground at first. Could be 2. There's 1 on to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got 1 out.
Standing in now, Bill Bowles. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. That's over but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The 2-1 home doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
A bouncer up the middle. And he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Missions lead it 1-0. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Tom Fritz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Ready now, Sergio Casto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Sierra is there, 2 gone.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Jack Egan.
Ready for another chance, Jack Egan. Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again. Stephen Beckett comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Popped him up. Gonzalez has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 61.
Stepping in, number 61. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Missed with a slider. 1 out, nobody on. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Alex Mejia.
Standing in, Alex Mejia. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Casto has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. Stepping into the box, Geraldo Aponte. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Drilled on the ground to short. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Torres.
Now at the plate, Luis Torres. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Into the box now, Ryan Zapata.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Riding in once again, Paul Gray. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now, Rolando Turner, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Egan is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, Fernando Sierra.
Digging in once again, Fernando Sierra, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Fastball in there for a called strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and 2, here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Casto has it in his tracks, and the inning is over. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Colby Trojanowski, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Digging in and looking for more, Richard Yeager, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Stepping in now, DeAndre Gonzalez. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
You got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Into the box, Tom Fritz. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We're through 6 full. San Antonio's out in front, 1-0. Back here for Texas League Baseball on MLB Network. 7th inning straight ahead, but first let's take a look at the game summary for the first 6 innings of baseball. Ready for another shot now, Luke Voigt. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trojanowski sprinting after it, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Levi Hensley.
Ready for another chance, Levi Hensley. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Oh, and he reaches out for the fastball and drives it with authority the other way to left. And it is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, and this ball game is tied at 1.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that "what have you done for me lately" world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Into the box now, Bill Bowles, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And there's out number 2.
The batter, third baseman, Stephen Beckett.
Ready once again, Stephen Beckett. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Towards second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. Get up and stretch, all even at 1 apiece. Standing in, Sergio Casto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Left fielder, Sergio Casto.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air to center field. Sierra moves over. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Jack Egan.
Digging in to try it again, Jack Egan. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Geraldo Aponte. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay throw. And he's in at third base safely, so the go-ahead run is right there with 2 gone.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know our manager's thinking he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Standing in now, Luis Torrens, as he lines it out to center. Sierra is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 61. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Yeager has a beat on it. 1 away.
Now batting.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison to this point. And as you could imagine, in a 1-to-1 ball game, both guys sporting excellent lines so far. Digging in now, Alex Mejia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Left side. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. 2 very well pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ball game. Things have been tight throughout. Carson Kelly will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. Ramon Quezada is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Ramon Quezada.
Andrew Baxter is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Lifted down the line in left. Turner is in pursuit, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a 2-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does the smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
In now, Colby Trojanowski as he rips it on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Well, good fundamental baseball might just win him this ball game. They had the go-ahead run at second base, so this guy knows exactly what he has to do. Just a simple ground ball to the right side gets that guy to third, and now all sorts of ways to take the lead.
Now at the plate, Richard Yeager. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Hit on the ground to short. And that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box, DeAndre Gonzalez pulled high in the air out to right field. Hensley has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
First baseman number 00, Tom Fritz.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tom Fritz. First pitch on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Yeager leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Yeager is on his way home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Into the box now, Sergio Casto, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9th inning coming up. The Missions lead it 2-1. Andrew Baxter comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Andrew Baxter.
At the plate, Rolando Herner. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. This pitch is popped up. Gonzalez is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Great day's work any way you look at it. Into the box, Fernando Sierra. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike. Drilled to the right side. Aponte right there on to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. Into the box now, Luke Voigt. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 the count. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we're going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Once again, a 3-2. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though. And a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. San Antonio came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Ryan Zepeda takes home the win. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
And so the game ends with a 1-lead victory for San Antonio. Submissions were able to hold on at the bottom of the 8th inning with a possible extra innings. Well, the decision has been made, and San Antonio took the lead at the bottom of the 8th inning, never gave it back, and held on to the top of the 9th, struck out 3. Well, before we go this afternoon, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First for the visiting Springfield Cardinals. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left no one on. For San Antonio, 2 runs on 11 hits and no errors. They left 1 stranded. Well, we begin the 3rd and final game of this 3-game set later this evening as we round out the series. Tomorrow is the first game of 3-game set with the visiting Arkansas Travelers. And most likely it is going to be the final 3 games of this homestand, and the Missions will hit the road to Tulsa to begin the first 3 of a 9-game stand away from home. Well, the final score for today, 2-1. San Antonio, 1-0, takes the win, and most likely close call for today. Well, anyway, this has been a Gaming by JBaker Gaming. We hope y'all have a great day, and we'll see y'all again laters.